Hello. So if you missed today's lesson on translating and word problems, this is for you. Okay. All right. So these different words, these words mean to do certain mathematical things. So difference. What is the difference between two things? That means subtraction. And that means to add things together. 5 and 2 is 7, right? We add them. Double is multiplication. You times 2. Oops. Double. Sorry, spelling. Total. That's equals. Total. Less. Less is going to be subtracting. So minus 4. Less. 4 less than whatever. Half of is dividing. Times would be multiply. Oh, I'm supposed to put times. You notice I wrote that one twice, but whatever. More than. That's adding. Quotient is the answer to division. Quotient. Equivalent. A sum is the answer to addition. And times, I wrote that twice. Greater, you're increasing something, so it's getting greater. And I know you might be thinking about the greater than symbol. That's also, I didn't give that to you as an option, but greater can sometimes be greater than or equal to. And is another way to say equals. Okay, so these are just common words that are used when we're translating. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so we are translating these different things, and it says the sum of twice, so sum, we're adding twice a number and 7. So this thing came first, so we're going to put it in the first space, okay? Twice a number, 2 times a number. It doesn't matter what variable you use for number. You can use n, x are the most common ones, and 7. Okay, 4 less, and then can't you simplify this? No, because these are different terms. They're not like terms. This is a constant. This is a variable term. They are not like each other. We can't continue to do anything there. 4 less than a number. So 4 less than what? Then a number times 5. So a number times 5. And you could write in 5, but because multiplication is going on between those, and it really doesn't matter which order, but we always write the coefficient in front of the variable. That's the way we do things. Okay, let me see. Gotta get rid of my face. There we go. 6 times, okay, 6 times what? 6 times the sum. So 6 times the sum of some things. What things? 2 times a number and 8. So if it said 6 times the difference, the only thing would be there would be a minus in between here. But 6 times, not just 2n, it's talking about 6 times the sum, and that's why we put these parentheses. Okay. So in this particular question, sometimes order really matters. So 2 more than 3 times the number is 14. If you look at these two and you solved either one of them, you would get the same value of n no matter what, right? Because with addition and with multiplication, order doesn't matter. But the way it's written, when we translate, we pay attention to the way it's written. And we know that these things are true, but what is actually written here is 2 more than what? 3 times a number is 14. So that is really the only correct answer here. Okay. Now you can rewrite it to equal this, but that's what these words are. So if you are translating this, that is your answer. Okay. Okay, now we're talking about word problems. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. A salesperson, as a salesperson, you earn $200. So right off the bat, you get $200. Then plus 2/5 of your sales. Of your sales. What dollar amount in sales? So question, in sales, do you need to earn $500? So we want this to equal 500. What we don't know is the amount of sales. So that's the amount of sales times 2/5. You get to earn that, plus you always get $200 every week. So now we just solve for X. And if this goes too fast, you can certainly slow it down, play it back. Okay. And we are going to multiply by reciprocal. So I flip the fraction. And now 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 over 10 is 1. Or you could think about it like this. These 5s cancel out, the 2s cancel out, and all you have is a positive X there. If you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other. Okay, in your calculator, if you want to use your calculator, you're going to just type this in, 300 times 5 divided by 2. Or with Desmos, it would even allow you to put parentheses and just type this in as a fraction. If you want to do some mental math, you could think about this. When you have a number with zeros at the end, you could just drop those zeros down, and 3 times 5 is 15. So we have 1,500 divided by 2. So 2 goes into 1,500. 2 goes into 15 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. Yes, you can just do it in your calculator. That's true. And this 0 is going to come down, but this is actually how you do math. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. And 10 minus 10 is 0. Drop down another 0. And 2 goes into 0 times. So X is equal to 750. And then what you got to put it in terms of what this means, right? What were we answering? What dollar amount in sales? So you'd say 750 in sales. Lots of emails. Okay, next one. Again, if this is going too fast for you, please just play it back for yourself, or stop it and copy down the math and think about it. The length of a rectangular sign. Okay, so I know I have a rectangle shape. The length of it, so it has a width and it has a length. You know a lot of stuff about rectangles already. You know that this side is equal to that side, and that side is equal to that side. And if you add them all up, that's the perimeter. The length of a rectangular sign is, so that means equals, 6 more than what? Then its width. Okay. So I'm not sure what the width or the length is, but I know that the length is 6 more than the width. So you take whatever the width is and you add 6 to it, and that's what the measurement of the length is. Okay. I know that this is true. I still don't know what the measurements are yet, but if the perimeter of the rectangle is 24 inches, find its dimensions. Okay, well, to find a perimeter, there's several different formulas. You could just think of what is the perimeter. It is to add up all the sides. So you could say L plus W plus W. And those are all going to total up to be the perimeter. You can think of it this way. The more common or sophisticated way, if you want to be sophisticated about it, you have 2L plus 2W. And that makes sense, right? Because L plus L is 2L, and W plus W is 2W. Then another way, sophisticated way, could be you've got the length plus the width, and you do that 2 times. All of these are formulas that can be used to find the perimeter of a rectangle. Okay, this one is the one that's on your formula sheet for algebra for the SOL. So let's use that one. Okay. So the perimeter is, first of all, if I use this right now, I don't know what perimeter is. I don't know what length is. I don't know what width is. I can't solve for anything if I don't know what, I don't know any of what those variables are. Well, the perimeter is 24 inches. So let's use, remember, this is what we're using. I'm going to substitute in 24 for the perimeter. Then 2 is 2. What can I use for L? Well, we said L was W plus 6. So let's put in there W plus 6. So I represented L with W plus 6 because I see that those are equal to each other. Plus 2W. Now I only have one variable to solve for, so I know how to do that math. Okay. 24 is equal to 2W plus 12 plus 2W. Combine your like terms. Subtract 12. That goes away. That becomes 12 is equal to 4W. Divide by the 4, divide by the 4. W is equal to 3. Okay, so now that I know what the width is, I can use this information to find the length. So the width is 3 inches and the length is 9 inches. Okay, that is how you do that one. Let's go to the next one. There's 2 more. Okay. So Maria and Tim, they're selling candy bars. Maria sold 7 less than twice the number of candy bars that Tim sold. In total, Maria and Tim, together, they sold 137 candy bars. Find the amount of candy bars sold by each. Okay, so I know that they were both selling candy bars and that there were 2 people. There's Maria and there's Tim. Maria sold 7 less. So minus 7. Minus 7 than what? Then twice the number of candy bars that Tim sold. So I don't know how many Tim sold, but I'm going to make that X. Okay. So Tim sold X amount. Now, I don't know how many Maria sold either, but I do know that she sold 2 times the amount Tim did minus 7, right? Because that's what this statement says. 7 less than twice the number of candy bars that Tim sold. What did Tim sell? He sold X. Okay. Then I know that together, in total, if you added Maria and Tim together, you would get 137. So I'm going to take what Maria sold, and I'm going to take what Tim sold. I'm going to add them. Okay, you're going to add them. And what does it total? 137. Solve for X. 2X and another X is 3X's. Plus 7, plus 7. If there's anything that you're not understanding, remember, like, go back, try to, listen and think and keep at it. Divide by 3, divide by 3. This is just solving a simple equation, right? And so now we have that X is equal to, was it 48? Oh my goodness. Now you could easily just grab your calculator and do this. That goes in there 4 times 4 times 12. You don't have to do long division like I am doing, but my calculator's out of batteries. Okay, so we got 48. X is equal to 48. Well, what does that even mean to us? Well, let's go back here. That's Tim. He sold 48. Okay, so Tim sold 48 candy bars. Well, what about Maria? Okay, so Maria sold 2 times X minus 7. So now I go 2 times 48 minus 7. So 96 minus 7 gives us 89. Okay, so Maria sold 89 candy bars. And you can look back here and said, hey, does this even make sense? Let's go look up here. Who was supposed to have sold more anyway? Maria sold 7 less, but 7 less than twice the number that. So actually, Tim is a bit of a slacker. But you could add these both up together. They're going to add up to 137. So it's another way you could verify your answer. Okay, one more question. Okay, remember, you can always fast forward, rewind, pause, any of those things. Okay, comparing things. So 2 fitness clubs offer incentives for losing weight. You have the Burnout Club, whose membership fee is $250 for the year. But then for every pound you lose, you can deduct $2. They're going to pay you for losing a pound. They're going to pay you $2. So this is Burnout Club. And they say 250 minus 2 times the pounds that you lose. Okay. Then the Energy Club membership fee. So Energy Club, this is a different club. If you're thinking about which club you want to join. Energy Club says it's $300 for the year minus 2.5 or 250. You could do 250 if you want to. They mean the same thing. Per pound. How much weight? So we've got these 2 scenarios. How do they relate to each other? How much weight? How much X's, right? What is the X value? Do you have to lose for the annual membership cost to be the same? Same should mean to you equal. So let's set this up so it looks a little prettier. Put things a little closer together. Minus 2.5. I'm just going to leave off the 0. You know that that's the same thing, right? If you're talking about money, you would put 2 decimal places, but you can leave off the 0. If we're just talking about, we're not, this doesn't have to indicate money right now. Okay, so to solve this, we're going to combine our variable terms. And so move your variable terms over, move your constant terms over, and solve. Adding 2.5x. That cancels. Now you have 250. 2, so negative 2 and the positive 250, that gives you plus 0.5x. Don't forget the decimal. Is equal to 300. Subtract the 250, subtract the 250. 0.5x is equal to 50. Divide by 0.5 on both sides, and x is equal to 100. So at 100 pounds, I'll just put pounds, the memberships are equal. If you have lost exactly 100 pounds, then they're equal to each other. What do you think if you lost more? What if you lost 102 pounds? Then which one would you want to be a part of? Think about that. Okay, that's enough for today. That is how you set up those types of problems.